Hello, this is Margaret from 7th Heaven Tarot. This video is about the decks I worked with in January and February. And I'm going to show you also the books I read. There are tarot decks in this video and oracle decks and 2 Lenormand decks. I'm going to start with a beautiful indie deck, and that's the 5-cent tarot, which is a deck which is very suitable for beginners because the keywords are on the cards. It comes in a beautiful box. I ordered this deck on Etsy. You can choose the color of your back. It's in a beautiful sturdy box with a magnetic closure, and it says ask the cards. There's a booklet with it. You don't need lots of text to describe these cards because the keywords are on the card, but you have some information. And that's nice because you want to know why certain animals have been chosen for the cards. You can also choose the color of the back of the cards, and you can also choose the gilding, the color of the gilding on the sides. I have chosen green on the sides and on the back to match the box. And I've chosen red for the back because there's also red on the back of the cards. There are animals on every card, and you get the keywords for the upright meaning and for the upside down meaning. Beautiful cards are. These cards have a beautiful quality and a fortune-telling vibe, which I like very much. I got also a reading cloth, which you also can use as a scarf. And I got this pin, which I haven't used yet. I'm going to the next tarot deck. And that's the She-Wolf Tarot, which is also an indie deck from Daphne Wolf, with a beautiful little guidebook. And these are the cards. Pink gilding on the sides. I love this 8 of Wands. And the colors are so beautiful in this deck. Okay, that was the She-Wolf Tarot. The third in the deck I'm going to show you is the Moonchild Tarot. With also a beautiful little guidebook. The back called Gilding. And most people know this deck, I believe. So I will go fast through the cards. I'm not showing all of the cards because I've used a lot of decks in 2 months. Mostly I used the most decks during February because I was busy making videos for 31 Days of Tarot in January. A lot of cards are upside down. Sorry for that. The She-Wolf Tarot has very bright colors and these are more pastel colors. And I love both color palettes very much. So that was the Moonchild Tarot. Those were the indie tarot decks I worked with in January and February. And I also worked with another tarot deck in February, and that is the Lightyear Tarot from Chris Ann. This is a mass market deck. You get a nice little book with it. At the moment the indie version of this deck isn't for sale. But the colors are very beautiful in the mass market edition. I have to etch this deck in green because that will go nice with the backs of the cards. Such a beautiful deck with a modern feel. So that was the Lightyear Tarot from Chris Ann. This deck is published by Hay House and you can get it almost everywhere. I paired the Lightyear Tarot with a beautiful oracle deck also from Hay House, and that is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray. Beautiful matte cards. Oh, I have it upside down. The snake. Spring cards, Fire Guardian, there are angels and ancestors and animals. Spirit Fox, High Priestess, this card came up for me. Peacekeeper. That was the Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Carl Gray, and the artwork is by Lily Moses. So that was that deck. Then I will go to another Oracle deck, the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and I use this with the Moonchild Tarot. This is a deck from Stacey DeMarco. All those cards relate to moon phases, full moons. Everything has to do with the moon. It's my most used deck from 2019, and I used it also this year. I love this deck. That was Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. The next deck, Oracle deck, is the Numinous Astro deck. This is a much bigger box, and there's a big guidebook, and it's very good for learning astrology. I will show some of the cards. This is the back. There are cards for the star signs. There are keywords on the cards. There are cards for the planets. And for the houses also. Oh, I forgot to show you one tarot deck, a mass market deck, which I also used, and that is the Mystical Cats Tarot. You are looking at the box of that deck now. It's from Llewellyn. With a big guidebook. It's from Linnea Weatherstone, and the art is by Mickey Muller. And there are cats on every card of this deck. This is the back. I have it in order, but I have used this deck, I have shuffled it, but I did a comparison with the Magical Decks Tarot on my channel, and so I put the cards back in order. And I love this deck, and also I love the Magical Decks Tarot. And the art of that deck is also by Mickey Muller. Another person than Linnea Weatherstone wrote the guidebook for the Magical Decks Tarot. But the art is on both decks from Mickey Muller. And it's very Rider-Waite-Smith. That was the Mystical Cats Tarot, and now I have showed all my tarot decks, but there's one oracle deck which I haven't showed yet, and that's the Crystal Grid Oracle by Nicola McIntosh, and I will use this all year round because I'm making a grid for every month in this year. This is Deep Healing. I will use this card next month to make a grid, and the month afterwards use self-love, prosperity, communication, compassion, passion, fun, peace, transformation, courage, manifestation. Oh, I already used that one. I use this one to make a grid for the month of February. I will show some of the other cards. Inspiration, ancestors, rebirth, nature cycles, cleans, and crossroads. There's a description for every card in this booklet, and it tells you which crystals are used, but not always about every crystal on the card. I have two Lenormand decks which I used in this month to learn Lenormand. I'm new at learning Lenormand and I'm loving it. This is Pixie's Astounding Lenormand. I have a video about my Lenormand decks collection in English, so you can watch that if you are interested, but I forgot to show this one. It's the art from Pamela Coleman Smith, and the pictures are taken from images from the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, but also from other pictures she made. And this deck is a good deck to pair with the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot if you are doing readings. That was Pixie's Astounding Lenormand. And this is a Dutch Lenormand deck. This is the Fiona Lenormand with Dutch rhymes, verses on the cards. This is the back. I show this deck in my video of my Lenormand collection. So I'm going to the books I read in January and February. I enjoy reading very much, and I read some books, and I didn't read them all cover to cover, but some of them I read. Some of them I read entirely. The Essential Lenormand by Rana George. This is a very good book for learning Lenormand when you are a beginner, but also if you are a bit advanced in reading Lenormand, it's also very good. And I can say the same about this book. The Complete Lenormand Oracle Handbook by Caitlin Matthews is also a very good book for beginners with Lenormand. And It's also suitable for advanced readers. This book I read in January. This is Northern Mysteries and Magics. This is a book by Freya Aswin. And it's about runes and feminine powers. I read this because I want to learn using runes too. I have an app on my phone with meanings of runes. I have a few other books about runes, and I'm going to read them later on in this year. It's interesting, and I don't think it's the best book to start with if you are learning runes. But nevertheless, I liked reading it. Here I have a book about sigils, Sigils of Power and Transformation by Adam Blackthorne. It's not really a book for reading. This part you can read, and it's a short explanation about using sigils, mostly about using the sigils in this book. Power of sigils, the nature of sigils, and how to use them. And then he describes how you can use the pictures of the sigils in this book. And from page 59 till the end of the book, it's all sigils. The other page there's a sigil, and this is for enhancing your concentration, increasing dream recall. There's a short description about the goal of the sigil on one page, and on the other page is the sigil, a sigil for many parts of life. Thrive in competition, give comfort and peace, reduce, this is a very practical one, reduce your appetite through the joy of eating. Then I have read 2 books about tarot spreads. It's more for looking up spreads when you're needing a spread for the particular question. This is from Liz Dean, and this one is from Barbara Moore. Tarot spreads, layouts and techniques to empower your readings. It's not only spreads, it's also about making your own spreads, and very nice books. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. There will be another video about my favorites in the month of March, and that video will come out at the beginning of April. See you then. Maybe I will make another English video before that time, and otherwise I will see you in April. Have a nice day. Bye bye.